just about conquering a villain, I'm tougher than you, then it's not so interesting to me. It's knowing that you're going to go after a nemesis, a villain, who is much stronger than you, much wiser than you, and most likely you're going to lose, but you still do it anyway. That's a real action hero. A lot of guys have muscles, a lot of strong men in this world. I think it's important to show that even under all this ability and strength, there's a fragile side, a side that can be affected. And you got to show your soul. Otherwise, you're just another piece of equipment.
Let's go. Starting position. Action.
It's hard sometimes for an action actor to show a sensitive side because it's considered weakness, or you're fearful that you might come off as sentimental. And now I think we've become less personal in the filmmaking. It's less emotional and much more visually explosive, but it doesn't tug on the heart as much as I think it should. When you think about it, your career is based on being someone other than yourself. It's a control craziness. Quite often, a lot of actors are more comfortable playing characters other than themselves because they get rid of their inhibitions, and it's my job to try to make them feel secure in those choices. I think it's very, very important for a director to be respectful of an actor because it's an extremely delicate balance, and I know I've been on the receiving end of people that really weren't sensitive to that, and it can have an effect. I was doing Farewell My Lovely, and I got a small part on it, and I'm on the set, I'm excited, I'm thrilled. It's 1973, 74, so I'm up there and I'm working. Wow, here I am, my underwear, ready to go, and the producer of this film comes in, and he goes, who's that guy in the bed? He goes, we just hired him. It's okay, it's a small part. He goes, can you shoot around him? He goes, why? Oh, it's just a small part. He goes, well, where's the other guy? He says, England. He goes, you can't do better than that? And I'm looking at him, like someone standing behind me. Who's that rude? He goes, all right, just to hell with it, let's go. So we do the scene, and I'm, needless to say, like a little insecure and angry. Then they go, okay, break for lunch. And they bring all these hamburgers on the set. And they start passing around to everybody. And as you get close to me, this makeup man goes, don't even give him money, he won't be around after lunch. I say, what'd you say? He says, you giving me lip? I said, am I giving you lip? You're the one that insulted me. He says, I'm not even worth it to be around for food, and I'm giving you lip. Just then, Robert Mitchum goes, what's all this shit? Let's go eat. That's my introduction into big-time filmmaking. So now I make sure that everyone gets a hamburger. Film, we're doing any kind of project, I think that you have to be almost irrationally passionate because this is your baby. It's something that you understand more than anyone else. You can't expect anyone else to feel it the way you do. Just the same way no one can understand how you feel about your child because it's part of you. It's in your blood. It's in your DNA. You know, it never ceases to amaze me that when you get to a location, it's never quite the way you see it in your eye. You can go there before you film and it looks kind of quiet and sterile, but then you get there and you see the set and you see the possibilities. But when it gets right down to it, it's about the character's dilemma and trying to find the inner workings of the men themselves that will make it identifiable and keep the storyline going and not get so hung up on the actual physicalities of the location. Okay, how far are you willing to push this? And these guys are willing to step up and work with fire, work with bullets, work with incredibly dangerous situations, and that I felt is the difference between making an action film that relies a lot on CGI and just putting your guts and your nuts on the line and going for it. We don't have a $200 million budget to make it extraordinarily visual, but we have enough desire to make it brutally real. He's trying to be original when all originality has been done a long time ago. So the only thing that can be original here is the kind of the emotion and the process of the attack. The only thing that never runs out of being exciting to watch is human courage and overcoming odds and knowing that character. You know what? Afterwards, I'd have a beer with him. In other words, you got to have some human touch, and that's the hardest thing to do. Bullets are easy. You can buy them at 23 cents a piece. If you buy emotions, priceless. You can't buy them. When you're working that way, everything is not going to be a bullseye. It's going to be a miss. I consider my life, seriously, a 10% on the target life. 90% misses. But those 10 counted. I don't know where it's a little tighter than I should, but...
Yeah, it is pretty tight.
A lot of times actors are exhausted, and I say to them, look, I'm dying, everyone's dying, but you're going to be sitting on a couch with your grandchild someday, and you're going to look at that, and you're going to loathe yourself because you didn't dig down. This is the time. This is where you really show your character. I don't think I was born a team leader or a captain. I'm here because it's a byproduct of failure. What I mean is, if I had been successful as an actor, I never would have started writing.
And action.
Still hot, still hot,
And cut, gun still hot. That was good.
It worked? And after Rocky 1 came out and won the Oscar, and I wrote Rocky 2, nobody wanted to do it. The director passed on it, so it was dumped into my lap.
Guys, let's show him a quick lineup here before he has to go back to first. He throws, Randy arches, he comes up on his knee, down on his knee, and then he charges.
Is this slow-mo?
We've shot 3 in slow-mo, and this is just going to be 1 at 24.
But how tight was it? And next thing I know, they said, okay, here you go. Here's a camera. Go out and direct, and good luck. And that's why I became a director.
That's it, fight it.
Making a movie it's like warfare. It's always damage control. Your emotions betray you. Your writing can betray you. Your strength can betray you. Your health goes. You're out of money. You're out of time. You're over budget. Then you say, you know, you don't have anything to prove. But yeah, you do. You always have to prove yourself to yourself. You always do. I don't give a damn what anyone says. You're constantly looking for a mountain to climb. That's what keeps you alive. It keeps you vital. And when you can't find a mountain, maybe you build one.